Hey y'all, welcome to another game, a new game. This will be my first time. I've done a video on what Spider Hunt a solo Hexcrawl is about, but now I'm going to actually attempt to play the game here. I'm going to be using this little bingo chip as a way to track where I'm going here. Kind of a little see-through thing here. But the whole point of this game is you got to track down the Broad Queen, a monstrous magical spider who is giving birth to the vermin infesting the land. She is hiding deep within the infestation. Every time you defeat a spider type enemy, mark a web tally. Once you have 6 web tallies, the next swamp or forest hex you enter automatically contains the Broad Queen's lair. Ignore the table roll for that hex. Should you explore all the hexes without finding the queen, you will automatically find her in the last hex, no matter its type. So that's the whole point of the game. What we do is we're gonna be rolling a d6 here for the real small terrain table. You have your village, swamp, hill, plain, forest. 6 is choose one of the above, so pretty much a 1 through 5 kind of table here. And then we see what we find, see if we encounter anything or whatever. So again, it's another little cool Hexcrawl game that I'm really enjoying. The little Hexcrawl games, they're cool. This is Spider Hunt by Andre Filigoy. Ganesha Games. Check it out. Very affordable game. You could get this book from Amazon or on his Ganesha Games website. So anyways, there's not much to it. There's like 43 pages in here. So, and it's one of those where, you don't want to spoil the adventure. Don't turn to this page and look ahead. Gotta discipline yourself and all that. So I got my D6 here for the terrain table, and we roll a 4. So we're going to be in a plane here. I'm wondering if that's what it's going to be here for the start. So I just stay put there, and we'll just put the planes right here and see what happens. Okay, as you can see, I go ahead and put some chicken scratch in there to mark as the plains, grasslands, whatever you want to call it. And also let you guys know on the next video of this, this thing will be colored. I like to color the hex map as I go through everywhere. So starting off with a sword, which is 2 hit points for damage. A torch, I have 10 gold pieces. I only have 4 food rations though. Every 2 hexes, you got to use one of your food rations. When you run out of food rations and you don't have any, it's a -1 to your will, or a -1 to your hit points, I believe. So yeah, and that is it. All right, let's see what we encounter here on the plains. Oh my gosh, I forgot to introduce the warrior to you. Tolly Stormblade is his name. Here he is. Okay, on page 18 is D6 Planes Encounters table here. So you roll D6 and we get a 3. Traveling Knight. Well, that's cool. Sir Roderick is hunting the Queen too. Do you accept to duel him to prove your worth? Standard combat. A knight has 8 hit points, 2 damage. Reward, he yields at 2 hit points and gives you a potion of might. +2 might for 1 combat. You may drink it at any moment as a free action. You may surrender at any point and declare him to be your superior, and the combat will end. This event is unique. It will happen only once in the adventure. If you roll it again, roll D66 on the events encounter table instead. Wow, so we just open up with a duel with a knight here. Of course I'm gonna fight the dude, man. Now, one thing I also noticed on the train table, since we're in a plane, open fields difficult to hide in. Any dexterity roll to stay hidden, skulk past foes, or to avoid being seen is at a -1 in the open. So you got some little modifiers in the train table here. So okay, Sir Roderick. Okay, when you're in combat, it's pretty simple. You're gonna be rolling 2 d6s. I have a green and a purple. You look at your might. That's your combat here is 10. For me, it's 10. So my target is to roll 10 or less to succeed. Dexterity will be your defense. So same thing, it's a 9. I need to roll a 9 or less to succeed. If I don't, then you take the damage or whatever the knight has a damage too. So you take 2 damage. So you're gonna be taking it off of your hit points here. So that's how combat is. Alrighty, man, let's see how we do against this knight. Golly, we face a freaking knight on our first turn of this new game. Alrighty, man, I need to get a 10 or less. And we rolled 1 plus 5 is 6. Yeah, we got a hit. Yeah, until I find a better way to keep track of enemies' hit points, I'm just going to use an index card here. I got Sir Roderick here, and his hit points was 8. Now my sword gives 2 damage, so it'll be 8 subtract 2. Now he's down to 6. He has a damage of 2, so if he hits me, I take 2 damage. The enemies never roll the dice. Only you roll the dice. I'm on the defense here. My dexterity is 9, so I got to roll a 9 or less. And I rolled a 12. 12s are an automatic failure, and Snake Eyes is an automatic success in this game. So automatic failure there. There's no modifiers to it. I just take a damage of 2 on there, so I go from 35 hit points down to 33 hit points. We're going to go ahead and return a favor again. So here we go. And we rolled a 5 plus 6. That's above my might, which means I missed. Back on defense, 9 or less. Cool. Rolled, does see it rolled Snake Eyes there. That's an automatic success. Nice. Go for it again, man. 10 or less. There's a 9 there, so we got him again for another 2 damage. So he's down from 6 to 4. Defense, 9 or less. 6 plus 1 is 7. We defended. And let's go ahead. 10 or less on 4 plus 1 is 5. We got him again. 4 subtract 2 is 2. Yeah, and I think he stops right there, doesn't he? Yeah, he yields at 2 hit points and gives you a potion of might. Nice! Cool, he yields. He's down on one knee, and he raises up with both hands a potion of might, saying, well done. And that potion gives me a plus 2 might for 1 combat. Well, that's a good way to start off. Only had 2 damage on me, so I'm down to 33 on my health. That's pretty much the gist of the game, I believe. And then there'll probably be some little special encounters or whatever. So I guess I pick which way I want to go. Let's go this way. Okay, so we moved 1 hex. So next hex, I'm going to have to take a food ration, eat some food. So in this one here, we roll a d6, and what do we encounter this time? A 6, which says choose one of the above. I don't like choosing one of the above, so I'm going to roll again. Let the dice tell me where to go. And it's a 1. Ooh, we're in a village. Alrighty, we are in a village there. I just drawn a couple buildings there. I was thinking about maybe giving it a name. And I'm just letting you guys know, I am going to start numbering the hexes. This was hex number 1. This will be hex number 2. I'm going to go that route. I know you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to go this route here. Similar to the game Alone Against the Zone. I like, one thing about Hexcrawls, I do like to have a small journal of where I've been and what happened and all that stuff. So that's just a personal thing. You don't have to do that in this game. Just giving you guys an idea of what I do. Alrighty, man, we're going to roll on the, I'm sure it's got a village table in here, so let's see what we encounter in here. Okay, village encounters on page 14. It's a simple D6 table, and we roll a 2. Fire! Villagers are trying to burn the woods to repel a swarm of spiders. Help them. Roll might. Success. The fire drives back the horde. Gain 2 XP. Ooh. And the attention of the local healer. Heal up to 4 hit points for free. Failure. You burn yourself. Lose 2 hit points. Alrighty. Okay, I need to roll, said the might, right? Yeah, roll a might. Success, the fire drives back the horde. Gain 2 XP. Alright, so I gotta get a 10 or less. And I rolled 4 plus 1 is 5. Succeeded. Cool, so I gained 2 XP. That's my first 2 experience points. Oh, and I get free heal, don't I? Heal up to 4 hit points. Nice, I'll put me back up to 33 to 35 right there. Cool, so I'm back to full heal, and that is it. We shake hands and they're all, oh, thank you so much, thank you. And we move on. We will go, let's go this way. Dun, dun, dun. And what do we roll? A 4 on the train table, and that is plains again. Alrighty, open fields, yeah, blah blah blah. We're I guess we're just in the plains right now here, the grasslands. And what do we encounter? A 2. Skittering grass? What the heck is skittering grass? The grass moves. Roll intelligence -1. Success. You spot the giant wolf spider before it leaps. Fight normally. Failure. It attacks first. Oh crap, my intelligence is a 6, so I need to roll 6 or less to succeed. And I rolled, get in there. 4 plus 1 is 5, yes! Okay, so you go to page 33, and it tells you giant wolf spider. Fast hunters that run down their prey. Hit points is 5, damage 2, dexterity is a -1 to defend against their attacks. Reward 2 XP. Also, that will mark down as one of 5 or 6 of the spiders in order to approach the broad queen. Alrighty, we got Tolly here encountering the wolf spider. I don't have too many painted miniature spiders, so I got some of these from War Games Atlantic, and we'll use this one because it's gray, and we'll have him be the giant gray wolf spider there. The dice keeps track of the hit points he has, and since we were not surprised, we get to attack first. Totally without hesitation. Ah! Okay, we gotta get 10 or under to hit, and our damage is a 2. So here we go. The first roll is 2 plus 1 is 3. Yeah, we got 2 hits on him. Okay, on defense, we have a dexterity of 9, so we have to get 9 or under, but -1 when you fight this giant wolf spider. So here we go, and we get 3 plus 6 is 9, but subtract 1. Ah, crap, man, he hit us. Yeah, that -1, that would actually be a 9 plus 1, so it was 10. That's why we got hit. So we took 2 damage. Okay, let's go, Tolly. You need to get 10 or less. And you rolled a 4, and a 4 is 8. So you hit him again. That puts him down from 3 to a 1. Yeah, he went, what the heck? Smacked him good. I'm starting to think, because I gave him a might 10. I wonder if I'm a little too OP on this. Because you're using 2d6s, so anything from 11 above, there's like a slight chance that I would roll that. So I have a feeling I'm going to hit on everything. Okay, now we're on defense here. We have to get 9 or less, and there's 4 plus 2 plus the -1 makes it, what, 6, 7? Oh, we succeeded. Let's go ahead and finish them off. We need 10 or less, and there it is right there. Boom. So we got our first dead spider. Awesome. Alrighty, we gain an extra 2 XP, so that puts us up from 2 to 4, and we move on. I will continue to go this way. So we gotta roll d6 on the train, and we just went 1, 2. Okay, no, we don't have to use a ration yet. Alrighty, and we are on a 3. We're in the hills, rocky vantage points, and hidden caves. In some cases, climbing a hill will allow you to see the terrain around you. And what do we encounter? We encounter roll 2, so a hill. We are looking at the Hermit's Cave. A crazy hermit lives here. He eats spiders. He offers you a stew. Choose if you want to eat it or ignore his offer. The effect, restore 6 hit points, but roll will. If you fail, you hallucinate. You'll be at a -1 to intelligence for 3 hexes. Roll d66 on the minor encounters table after this encounter. Well, our will is 5, so I have to roll 5 or less. So the chances of that happening, I don't think is going to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and ignore it, even though I'm down to 33 hit points, which I'm feeling okay about. So we'll go ahead and roll a d66 on the minor encounters table and see what happens. Oh yeah, duh. I do need to take rations because on 1, 2, we had to use a ration. 1, 2. So dang it. We are now down to 2 rations. Oh boy. Alrighty. Green will be the 10s, purple the 1s. And we rolled a 63. So you go to page 27. It's a minor events and encounters table. So we're looking at 63. Oh boy, it's a high number. Oh, here we go. Wild flowers. You glimpse on a patch of pleasant flowers on the side of the road. This brief moment of beauty gives you peace. If you lost any will during this adventure, you may recover 1 point of will. Alternatively, you may spend 1 luck to find a rare flower that you can carry, that you can dry and use as the equivalent of up to 30 gold pieces in a bribe, or could be sold to an alchemist or herbalist for 15 gold. We'll do it. I got 2 luck points. I'm gonna go ahead and use 1 and keep the wildflower, and hopefully come across an alchemist or herbalist. Okay, moving on. We'll go to right here. Okay, what's hex number 5? We rolled a 1 on the terrain, and that is a village. Okay, what's in this village here? I'm hoping it's something where we could load up on some rations here. And we roll a 5. Okay, the elders plead. The village elder begs you to save his captured son. If you have 2 clues, you can spend them to immediately locate a spider nest. Treat next hex as a force with a roll of 6 on the force encounter table, where the elder son is kept prisoner. Defeating the occupant of the spider's nest will free the son. Your reward will be 3d6 gold pieces and 1d6 plus food. If you don't have clues, you may still accept this side quest and spend 2 clues as soon as you have them. Okay, we're going to go ahead and accept the offer there and go save the elder son here. And I'll just give him an IOU, a little IOU slip. So I'll just make a note of it that we need to subtract 2 clues when I encounter some clues. Let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move right here in this empty hex, might as well. And that will be the forest. And that's going to be hex number 6, which means I'm going to have to take a food ration off. Leaves me with only 1. Gotta do this, I gotta win, or I'm going to starve. Okay, we are in the forest here, and it's the spider nest, and there's a massive concentration of webs. 2 giant wolf spiders attack you. You must defeat them, fighting one after the other. You may not escape from this encounter until you have slain the first wolf spider. The reward is 2 XPs, 1 roll on the random treasure table, and 1 web tally per spider slain. It's worth it. Hey, just a little FYI. It says here for combat against groups of foes. Groups of foes are treated as a single entity. If the text says that you encounter 3 goblins, the number of counters in the description is for narrative purposes only. You do not have to defend 3 times every time the goblins attack. The statistics are for the encounter already included a modifier, if any, to represent foes outnumbering you. Scratch that out. No, I'm going to go ahead and defend. I mean, if I had, like I got 2 spiders here, I'm going to have them attack me twice. I'm going to go that route. Glutton for punishment, whatever. I just feel like that's more realistic. Maybe if it comes to like 15 goblins attacking or something, it might be a different story, because then we'd be sitting there forever doing combat. I understand this speeds up the process, but we're going to go ahead and do that. Alrighty, we got Tully staring down 2 giant wolf spiders coming in at him at an angle here. Okay, they charge in. Okay, they attack first, so we got to roll 2 defense rolls here, and our dexterity is a 9, so it's got to be 9 or less, but it's a -1 with dexterity against these guys. We have to roll an 8 or less. And we roll 3 + 1 is 4. We defended the first attack, and now the second attack. 4 + 4 is 8. Oh, we barely defended him. Now this is where it gets tough. I'm only have Tully attack once, and he's going to go ahead and attack this wolf spider, and then it's back on defense again. That's how I'm going to roll this. Tully needs a 10 or less to hit, and he rolls 6 + 3 is 9. Alrighty, got 1 hit, which is actually a damage 2. Yeah, you like that? You want some more? Now Tully's on defense. Okay, 2 defense rolls here. Need to get an 8 or less. Yeah, 8 or less. And he rolls a 3, and a 6 + 9, 3 is 9, so he did not defend. He takes 2 hits. Crap, second defense, and he rolls 4 + 2, defended that one. Okay, totally goes after that spider again. Okay, he needs 10 or less, and 5 got him. That thing just went, brings him down to a 1. Back on defense. Okay, his dexterity is 9, but since it's a -1 when you fight these wolf spiders, so he's got to roll 8 or less to defend. His first defense, he rolls a 4, does just fine on that one, and then the second defense, oh, that's an automatic fail. That spider comes over and goes, what the heck? And so he just drops back a little bit. So now Tully goes back on an attack here. Tully's now down to 29 hit points. Come on, Tully, you need a 10 or less. First one, 5 + 3 is 8. He killed that one. Turns over here, now full attention on that spider. Okay, Tully's on defense there, needs to get 8 or less, and rolls 5 + 2, 7. He did it. Tully takes a swing at that spider there, needs to get 10 or less, and he rolls an 8. Boom. That drops that spider down from a 5 to a 3. Okay, need 8 or less to defend. And oh man, he took another hit. Oh, that put Tully down from 29 to 27 now. Now Tully's on the attack, 10 or less. Got 9, awesome. Drops that spider down from a 3 hit points to a 1. Okay, Tully defend, need 8 or less. And 6 plus 1 is 7. Yes, did it. Now to finish him off, need 10 or less. And got him. Alrighty, Tully finds the elder's son and brings him back to the village. So we go back over here and we reap our rewards. Alright, we earned 2 web tallies because it's 1 web tally per spider killed. So we killed 2 of them. So I'll just go ahead and chicken scratch 2 marks there. And then it's 2 XPs. Nice. That brings us up to a total of 6 XPs. 4 plus 2 is 6. Yeah, check that out, see if we could do anything with that now. 1 random treasure roll. The random treasure table is on page 34, and it looks like we roll a D66. So let's go ahead and do this. Green is the 10s, purple are the 1s, and we rolled a 61. High number, let's hope that's good. Oh, wow. 61. Chest of gold. Ooh, the weight is 4. Contains 100 gold pieces. Yeah, I forgot to mention that each piece of equipment has a weight to it. And how it works is your weapon weighs 2, but you do not count it against your maximum carrying weight when you wield them in your hands. In general, coins, gems, potions, and other small items found as treasure will not have a weight, but weapons and bulky or heavy items will. My might was 10, so if I have a might of 10, I can carry a total of 20 points of weight. The only thing about this game is you earn all this gold, but there's nothing in here where you can spend it. Anyways, now back to the Elder's Plea here. Our reward is 3d6 gold pieces, 1d6 plus 1 food. Let's go ahead and take care of the food real quick. So we got 4 plus 1, we got 5 food rations. Awesome. That gives us now a total of 6 food rations. Oh man, I just noticed this on the bottom here of this table, of the village encounters table. In encounters 2, 3, and 6, you may buy up to 5 food for 1 GP each after playing the encounter. We did that fire quest right there, number 2, the village. Dang it, that would have helped out. Just keep in mind, make sure when you see these tables, look on the bottom of the tables. Alrighty, now we roll 3d6 for gold. And we got 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 5 makes it only 10 gold pieces. Ugh. And that puts us at 120 gold pieces. Alrighty, let's move on to this empty hex over here. Let's see what we find over here. What kind of terrain? And rolled a 5. We're in a forest again. Yeah. Dense woods, prime spider territory. The most dangerous encounters happen here. Awesome. Alrighty, after reading that, let's roll a d6 here on the forest encounters table. And it's a 3. Hunter's stash. You find a dead hunter hanging in the trees. Roll dexterity to climb up and loot. Success, gain a spider bane dagger. Oh, nice. Weight 1, damage 2, damage 4 versus spiders. And 1d6 food. Failure, you fall, lose 2 hit points. Okay, so we have to roll our dexterity, which is going to be a 9, so we need to roll 9 or less. Oh boy, please. Let's make this work. And we roll 5 plus 2 is 7. Yes! That's going to be pretty dang handy having a spider bane dagger there. Damage 4 versus spiders. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be indestructible. Anyways, also I'm going to roll a 1d6 for food. And only 1 food ration. So far I'm liking this game. Nice little hex crawl here. It's relaxing and all that. So we're going to go ahead and we'll go to this hex right here and see what we encounter. D6, and we rolled a 3 on the terrain table. We are back in the hills, and again now we're in hex number 8 there, so we must take a food ration. Check that off. Now we're going to see what we encounter in the hills. The hills have eyes. Okay, roll d6 and 2. we found another hermit's cave. Okay, we will deny the stew again. First off, we don't need it. We're doing good on the food rations. So we're gonna roll D66 on the minor encounters table. Okay, green to 10s, purple to 1s. And we rolled a 46. Berry bush. You find strange red berries in a bush on the side of the road. Roll intelligence to identify them. On a success, you gain 1 food. On a failure, you do not trust eating them and you throw them away. Oh, why not? Alrighty, so roll D66. My intelligence is a 6, so I have to get a 6 or less. And I rolled a 4, so I identified the berries and I said, they're pretty dang good. Okay, let's cruise on up north here to hex number 9. Alright, I am getting a little nervous here because everything's kind of going smoothly here and there's been no major hiccups, and that's kind of odd, especially for me. So, alright, rolling the D6 terrain, and we rolled a 6, which will tell me to re-roll, and rolled a 4. Okay, we are back in the plains. Roll for encounter, and we rolled a 1. Alrighty, refugees, a group of peasants fleeing the invasion. They are hungry. If you give them 1 food, they bless you. Gain 1 luck. If you don't have any food to spare, they will understand. Roll D66 on the minor encounters table after this encounter. Well, of course we'll feed them, man. Always feed the hungry. So we'll get an extra luck off it, and we'll take 1 food off, and now it's telling us to roll a D66 on the minor encounters table. Alrighty, as usual, green to 10s, purple to 1s. Roll a 23. Wild hare, it darts across your path. Is this a sign of good luck or a bad omen? Roll intelligence. On a success, gain 1 luck. On a failure, lose 1 carried item. Pick 1 randomly. Wild hare, like it's a lucky rabbit's foot. Okay, my intelligence is 6, so I gotta get a 6 or less. And I rolled an 8. Alrighty, so I lost an item. Great. Let's see, which one we gonna... I don't have much. I have the might potion. Holding on to that. The rare flower, which is 30 gold for bribe. Chest of gold, ain't getting rid of that. I have a torch. Gotta hold on to that. Oh my gosh. All I got is my spider-bane dagger, which has a damage 2. Damage 4 versus spiders. Now my sword is a damage 2 only. You know what? I lost my sword. Definitely wasn't lucky. I'm okay with that, losing the sword. Spider-bane dagger is definitely a better weapon, so I'm good with it. Okay, we will move up north this way to hex 10. Now I'm gonna have to take a ration because that's another 2 hexes there. So minus the ration, and let's roll on the terrain and see what we come up with. Alrighty, here we go. Rolled a 4. Well, golly, we're in the plains again. Okay, rolling the counter table for the plains, and we rolled a 6. Ooh, wow. Overturned wagons, collapsed tents, abandoned cottage. You may ignore this place or scavenge. Oh, heck yeah, we're gonna scavenge. Roll intelligence plus 1. Success, you find something useful. Roll once on the random treasure table and once on the junk and oddities table. Failure, a giant spider attacks you. Roll D6 to determine which. Let's do this. Alrighty, my intelligence is 6, so we gotta roll 6 or less, but we got plus 1, so we could roll a 7 or less. 7 or less. And we rolled, oh my gosh, we rolled 8s. We failed. Oh crap. Oh crap. We gotta roll D6 to see what kind of giant spider attacks us. A 5. Man, what is it with me and wolf spiders, man? If I rolled a 1 to 2, it'd been a web spitter. 3 to 4 would been a pallid ambusher. A 5 is a wolf spider. 6 is armored trapdoor spider.